big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your son, some replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Hey, watch it.
66. Bullet ride. Ready to go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Not today.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Buzz. 24, check 24. Check three.
To throw on second down. Love steps away to his left. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Check 37. Gone. Check 9. Yep. Staying open.
First down, a run with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game is working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on. Man. 6 guys. Check Alpha.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 30 base. Check 45. Hey, team 6.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every... Everyone to the line of scrimmage. If he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Man, that's track.
On second down now. Dobbins, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team scout.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, 5, and mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 67 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
I got you. 49, check 49, check 49. Undercrunch. Go. Undercrunch. Switch, and go.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Under 10, 10. Check 52. Yes. There you go.
Second and 4. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right. Protein spell. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Pick the edge. Ready.
On first down, Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check.
Throwing on first down. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Mike 55. I got one. Rush in.
To throw again. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football, go make the play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Tighten up. Kill. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
61. Matchbox, right. Oh, you got deep? Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yep. Squeeze. Get in there. Whip. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Here we go. 8-3. Watch the ship. 80 weapon.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Tighten up. Hayward. Pull it together. 91 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Second and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Hey, box drop. No. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 times. Hey. Defense.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check 55, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check it back.
Back to the air on second down. Love. He's got Burton here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shift. Check your hot read.
From the gun, Love. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, Costello. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll run on second down with Cohen. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. from the gun. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
We got motion. Back up. Check, wow. Check three. Orbit. Ready, go.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. Check 54. Recon, 132 fight. Check 13. Check 4. Check. Bang.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Wait, Alpha. Hustle.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw, Costello. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Rock it. Watch twist. Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Costello. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to show.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Big edge. Go!
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the flood. Yes! Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. They were looking for Johnson that time. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, it's Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Cohen. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch this. 61. Matchbox. Right. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bullet high. Switch on dog. Watch the edge. Check.
Now Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. To 8, read. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 3.
They'll run with Montgomery. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. See it. On. Hey, 14. Box 14. Ready, go.
On second down, Montgomery. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check 37. Check 37. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal from the 1.
Heavy on the edges. Go on. Check 6, go. Jim. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Look at me. Go. Watch the pass. Now.
From the gun, Costello. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Come on. Switch. Under 10. You're out. 10. Go. 52.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check. Crouch. safety creep.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Ready, ready. 91 is the mark. All day, dog.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Cook. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Costello. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You ain't got nothing.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra. Intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Yep. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They run. Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Mike, now you lock it. Go! I'm coming. Check. Ready, go!
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Kill. Hard. Yes. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Check 31. Check 30.
Now a run with Montgomery. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Justin, hey, Charlie. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Costello, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Costello. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.